Okay.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. We are from Group C1, Junior System Analyst. Today, we want to present our own system analyst for client that we choose name Giant Supermarket. Okay, before we start, let me introduce my team members. First, my name is Mohamad Faris as a project manager of team. Second is Yee Won as a executive sponsor. Next, Syamimi as the IT representative. Fourth, Hasfizza as a facilitator, and Nurfarhannah as a scribe. Okay, for the introduction, we are the junior system analysts investigate and analyze business issues and then design which develop information system that usually in response to requests from the client by providing the best solution. As a company system analyst, we agree that in order to overcome the problem or issue during the supermarket, need to develop a certain system to improve its business process and operation. Okay, for this project, we will provide detail and example of how IT can be used for be successfully and effectively by implement the development system by us. Okay, so the what we are responsible to, we are responsible to maintaining and upgrading existing system as required, designing a new computer system and framework, collaborating with system analysts, project leads and IT team to resolve issue and ensure solution are viable and consistent, conducting regular reviews of system and generating a report on efficiency and improvement areas, and also creating system guideline and manual for the organization. Okay, a little bit for the company overview. Next slide. Company we choose is Giant Supermarket. Giant Hypermarket owned by Giant Capital Holding, GCH, which is one of Malaysia's largest hypermarket. Its headquarters is located in Shah Alam, Selangor, and will the regional headquarters of Sabah Sarawak Brunei are in Kelombong Outlet, Kota Kinabalu. So the vision is to be the most value driver mass market retail chain in Singapore that's offer the big saving and great value. The mission is to provide the biggest on saving and value across fresh, grocery, and general merchandise along with the right shopping experience to the customer every time. The SWOT analysis summary is key problems of the organization, business environment, and strategic capability that are the most likely to affect the development of strategy. It's also helpful to identify the extent to which current strength and weakness are relevant to and able to deal with the changes taking place in the business environment. Okay, from their strength perspective, Giant indeed one of the Malaysia's largest retail industry players, which having over 85 branches spread around the country. So for the weakness of Giant, experiencing a high turnover rate with their employee particularly in the operational department. It's because many of the employers resign after working in Giant Supermarket for only 1 or 2 months. In terms of opportunity, Giant Supermarket already has a regular customer household, and they are now rising. Everyone needs to put household product to buy. It will create a good demand for them. Okay, last is street. In the industry, there are stiff competition. There are other major supermarket chains such Tesco, Survey, Econsafe, Mili Mewah in Malaysia, which compete in the retail industry. In addition, online shopping is the threat that Jaya Hypermarket facing. Is because people use computer to do daily tasks such as paying bill, transfer money, and buying stuff. So next slide. In my investigation, our team investigation, the team members of the management of a giant the supermarket face an ineffective of supplier and customer maintenance. The existing problem due to obvious and can become a serious if not being solved as soon as possible. So we has found that the first issue come from the manual management, which problem consists of time consuming related to documentation and authorization. Second problem is related to cost, which bring high cost for documentation, or we need cost for staff training. Third is efficiency of people and law commitment. Fourth, of the problem of insufficient space, and five is accessibility. Okay, for more detail, for problem or factor contribution in client company, I will pass to the next my team members, Yee Won, as executive sponsor to explain further regarding to this problem. Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Yee Won as the executive sponsor in the junior analysis. So let me talk about the system on customer and supplier maintenance. They have two types of supplier and customer maintenance, which is customer relationship management (CRM) and supplier relationship. For example, you can look about all those things without any delay. For example, the contact notes, promise, follow-up schedule, understanding sales order, understanding the invoice, sales pricing, contract pricing, detailed customer information history in the CRM. While SRM is contact notes, follow-up schedule, outstanding purchase order, contract price, detailed supplier information, supplier performance, and purchase order history. So next, I will talk about details in the problem that just now have say the factor contribution we manage the system. First is the company will take long time consuming on documentation and training of the clients. They will spend more time for all to documentation tightly and train those clients to manage where the documents are. Next is about the cost. So before the cost, I might like to say the insufficient of space. Many documents to store, so have to create more space to document it. So the space to document it will also cost a lot of money. And then we will lose of efficiency of people and low commitment, which is to find the document and when take note for everything, they have to identify the correct arrangement of all the file. Besides that, they have management problem, which is left all data. When you have to search a data, you have to go to the is quite burden for a person who go there. And they will also have double entry data collection. While person A do, and then the another person do know, he or she will do again the data collection. So we'll make double entry data collection. Last but not least, the problem in accessibility. Everyone is easy to manipulate and take it anywhere of any document. So it will lack of security. Might be occur the fraud and theft. So that's all for my part. I would like to pass to my another team members, which is Hasfizza, to continue the survey of the problems in the company and pass to the Syamimi to say more about the benefit of the system. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm Hasfizza as a facilitator in our team. I will continue the presentation with the result of fact finding. Actually, before this, we already asked some question by using Google Form to your staff in customer and supplier department. All the questions are related with their experience in using manual system. There are 6 questions, so let's see the result here. As you can see, the green color is to show the total vote for yes and the blue color is for the total vote for no. For the first question, we can see that 100% your staff agree that the current system gives them difficulties. Next, in second question, we can see 60% of them disagree the current system help them to simplify the task. And the result for question 3 and 4 show all of them agree that the current system consumes too much time for them to complete the data and they have lost their customer or supplier data before. For question number 5, we can see 60% from them agree that the current system consumes a huge cost. Last, result for the last question, we can see 40% of them think good and natural, while another 20% think it is bad to let other person do modules. So based on the overview of the outcome, it's shown that there is a lot of problem and difficulties that facing by your staff in using manual system. Now, let's go through with the scope of our new system. Of course, our aim for the new system is to solve all the problems that happened to your customer and supplier department before. So we will solve the system problem by update the new system with the modern technology and investigate the latest trends with those functions of the technology. So you could manage the customer and supplier across the entire life cycle only in this system. It means everything you need for customer and supplier you can get in this system. Next, to solve the people or worker problem, we will create the new system include all those transactions needed for customer and supplier service. So that by having this new system, you only need to hire professional team enough in the company to handle the customer and supplier department. To solve the management problem, we will create the system which could give a clear overview of customer and supplier details in one place. So any mistake or careless can reduce because you don't have to find any files to get all the data like before in manual system. Number 4, we will solve the accessibility problem by provide the verification in the system when employee want to use it, so that our system could detect who's used the system and record it. It means if there is any problem with the private documentation, you can check it by looking the record of the verification. Number 5, To solve the cost problem, we will provide the form in the new system to let your staff just to fill in all the information that related with the customer and supplier information. So the cost for manual documentation will reduce because all the documentation can be done in the system. Lastly, to solve the space problem, we will create the system with a big size of storage. By this, all the information could save in the system, so you don't have to think about the space anymore. Now I will let my team members, Syamimi, to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all of you. My name is Syamimi and I'm here as an IT representative. I would like to present to you about our new system benefits that surely will help your company to work more efficiently with more up-to-date system. And first of all, we all know that manual system takes a long time to handle the documentation because the staff needs to manually write the information or details of the customer um, and the customer separately. But by implementing our new system, the staff just only need to fill in all the details of the customer and supplier in the existed forms in the system. This will reduce the consumption times on the documentations. Next, by implementing the new system, also the details can be kept and recorded in digital platforms where there is no need of paper consuming. Based on we know, manual systems makes the staff to write manually on the paper of the information and details suppliers and customer. This will make the companies spend on paper more. So by implementing our new system, the company can reduce in resource costs. And as Yee Won said just now, manual system is lack of data. It shows when the manual system takes too much time to find specific customer and supplier details for a check if needed, and it shows that manual system is lack in data insights, as what Yee Won said just now. By implementing this new system, the staff just only need to search the supplier or customer name and all the data of the name will show up. And hence, the system will consume less time and will be working more efficiently. By implementing our new system also can improve on the accuracy of customer and supplier details because during the usage of manual systems, there's a lot of error that might occur, like misspelling customers and suppliers' names or even double entry details. By developing and implementing the new system, the system will counter this problem by automatically track the errors, and as you know, the new system also easily to edit the data that have been filled compared to the manual system because the manual system needs to use the any correction tapes or even worse to re-record the information and details if there occurs. And last but not least for me is manual system is really lack of security. The security is very low since the manual system is easily to be manipulated and also can be looked by anyone. This can cause frauds to happen because anybody can look for the document, anybody can record the document. And by implementing our system, the information and all of the data will always be kept secretly because the only staff can use the system is the one who know the username and the password. And also, our system will also automatically turn on the desktop camera every time the system is used. Hence, the data will be more secured and can be easily tracked if there any fraud that happens since we can look through the camera setup who was using it. And that's all for me. I pass it to Hannah to explain a little bit more.
Okay, so moving on to the project roles. As mentioned in the introduction, Faris did say that each of us has our own roles in executing the task, and this helps make it easier and more efficient for us to complete the system at hand. So the first role would be project manager, which is assigned to Muhammad Faris bin Muhammad Yunus. And basically, project manager is the leader of the group project. So the responsibilities are that they lead the team project, they provide information on the project scope and time, and they make sure that the project is updated, ensure all tasks are completed in time and smoothly, and also helps coordinate the team and maintain and organize resources properly. So the next project role would be executive sponsor, which is assigned to Yee Won, and her roles are to provide credibility to the process, into the project's task and all, and ensures every member understand the task at hand, to keep update on like whether each of the members know what they are doing, and helps provide decision making suggestions. uh, the executive sponsor will also have to emphasize on the importance of process. So the third role is IT representative, which is assigned to Syamimi Binti Muhammad Rushdi, and the roles are that she has to provide technical information when required. So it is more on the technical aspect where we require her knowledge on IT for this system. Okay, so she needs to help develop a model to give a clearer view of the project, and also determine what is feasible for the project. The fourth role would be facilitator, which is assigned to Hasfizza Binti Nik Hassan, and she is required to prepare a draft of requirement of the project scopes and all, and then she needs to organize meeting sessions for us to discuss for matters at hand, and controls meetings and also keep the group on track for the discussion, and also responsible for addressing the issue at hand for the meeting. Okay. And the last project role, which is assigned to me, Nurfarhannah Syabil Nordin, it's the scribe role, who needs to record the meeting and also ensures the reliability of information and clarification of the data. And scribe is also responsible to finalize the meeting records and documentations. So moving on to the Gantt chart, we have prepared a schedule of Gantt chart because we believe that Gantt chart would help simplify like how we assign our task and what time we have to complete it, and we can see the timeline very well on how we are going to execute the plans and all. So these are the schedule of Gantt chart. And next, this is our network diagram. There's three. The first one, followed by the second one, and the third one. Okay, so in conclusion, as Yunus system analysts, we investigate, analyze, and and analyze business issues, and then design which information systems that are usually in response to requests from the organization or client by providing the best solution as a consultant. The real problems are needed to be properly conceptualized and represented, and these are executed with appropriate techniques in order to develop into this existing system or new system. And solutions need to be implemented and assessed using appropriate criteria. We as junior analysts also have to develop an understanding about the system of industry and how IT systems work or do not work. We had gathered specifications and defined the cost and time required to implement the system of the project. It also includes a combination of businesses, technical knowledge, and also a clear understanding of people for a particular job to develop a better system to the company requested our assistance. That is all. Thank you.